Hello guys, it has been a minute since I've done any kind of like foundation review on my channel. I don't think that I'm the best at them because I don't love to wear my foundation for like 8 hours or longer. Like I wear it for what I need to do and then I love to take my makeup off. So I just don't do them a lot. But this is a viral product that I feel I have to try for the first time on camera. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a Powder. And I think it should be noted that I don't wear powder foundation either. So literally don't know what I'm doing today. I rarely wear powder foundation just because I have dry skin. I feel like normally a heavy powder foundation might cling to that or make it look more dry. And I do love the effect of a liquid foundation. I love the coverage of a liquid foundation. But with all of that being said, I have seen some things about this foundation all over TikTok, as well as I'm sure you guys have. So I'm ready to try it. I'm ready to see if it's magical, if it's gonna look good on my skin, if it's something I could see myself wearing. So I have had this sitting in my collection for a couple weeks because L'Oreal actually sent me this and I thought nothing of it really until everybody started raving about it. So as always, late to the bandwagon. They sent me 2 shades. I think this is gonna be the better out of the 2 for me. It's probably not gonna match me perfectly because that's another thing when it comes to foundation. I suck at matching, but this is the shade 120 Vanilla. And this is like around $8 to $12 depending on where you purchase it. I saw it at Target for $8 and I saw it at Walmart for $12. So it's an affordable foundation if it really is as amazing as people say. It's gonna be a great find from the drugstore. So fingers crossed it works for me. So let's dive in. I'm gonna apply this to one side of my face with the little pad that it comes with and then the other side of my face with a brush. I have breakouts, I have pores, I have freckles showing, so I figured today would be a good day to try out a foundation on camera, see if it really covers those things. I have maskne. We will see. If you guys like videos like this and you want me to do more, please give this video a thumbs up and let's get started. So I think you can see vanilla might end up being a little too dark for me or a little too yellow for me right now. I have like the remnants of a self tan on my body right now, but in the pan it kind of does look like it will match me, so I'm hoping for the best here. Now to keep it 100 with you guys, when I see drugstore powders I rarely get excited. There's only one that I can name off the top of my head, and that is the Rimmel Stay Matte that I've actually ever worked into my routine religiously and used all the time. So when I see a drugstore powder I'm like, this is gonna be cakey, or this is gonna be something that I'm gonna use once and then not wanna use again. So the hopes for this are so high for someone who doesn't like drugstore powder. Okay, so I'm gonna pop my hair up into a clip. So zooming you guys in, I'm hoping that you do see the pigment and the flaws in my skin in this video. I have a couple big painful breakouts down here on my chin. I have some redness in the cheek area. I had like a yellowish concealer for my eyeshadow base today, so a little bit of that yellowish concealer is kind of popping through. And my pores are not looking their best right now. So popping this open, you flip up the powder and you do get this little spongy puff. This is what everybody I've seen on TikTok has been using to apply the powder. I, again, am not one of the people to use something that comes with the product. I typically will use a brush or a sponge or whatever to apply makeup. I never use what it comes with, but it's designed for it, so of course I'm not surprised that that works really well. We're just gonna go for it. I have a feeling this is not gonna match me at all. Might have to reach into the other color that I have, but let's dip in with the sponge. It seems to pick up a decent amount with this little spongy. I don't know how much people are grabbing in the TikToks. I really don't. This is the side of my face we're gonna use this with. It's gonna have to blend all the way down my neck in order to match me. You guys can see that like my arm kind of matches this color, but my face is more pinky and red right now. So we will have to do a lot of blending down the neck today. So let's do it. Okay. I'm definitely not having that miraculous. Oh, you know what? I didn't even prime my face. Am I supposed to prime my face? I didn't. But I'm not having that like miraculous effect that everybody else is having. The first thing I noticed is that It kind of made my baby hairs or peach fuzz on my face stand up a little. But I don't want to be negative. Let's just continue. I didn't use a primer. I probably should have used a primer. I have one in front of me that I was going to use, but unprepared. Got too excited. The color looks okay. Let's see if I can add some more. I was thinking that swipe was going to be like a majestic swipe. No. No, no, no. So it's not even sticking. It's not even sticking. I definitely feel like I should have had a primer down. It's very light coverage and it's not sticking. So I'm gonna add a primer to this side of my face and we're gonna change up the game here. I'm not even gonna bother applying this with a brush. I'm just gonna apply it over primer and see if that makes a difference. I'm so sorry if I already screwed up this video. I have e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. I'm gonna apply and let it sit for a bit on the other side of my face. I was gonna do this for my whole face and now I'm like kind of pissed that I didn't, but it definitely, like, the color looks okay. It's light coverage. It's not like full crazy coverage like what I've been seeing on TikTok. I have no idea. Is this the wrong powder? Like what is going on? The coverage does look majestic on the sponge, but it's not translating that well to my face. So going over this area, I'm just gonna push it in instead of swiping it. See if that makes a difference. You can literally see lines. Okay. Is this a complete fail? I kind of have to swipe it because it leaves lines if I don't. What is happening? Do you guys see, like, what is happening on my nose? Like, it's a streak. Is it like clinging to the primer on my nose and completely not clinging to this side of my face? I really don't know. I don't like that. We're gonna go in, same technique on the primer side and watch it be like majestic. Ready? Yeah. 100% this formula, the success of the formula is going to depend on if your face is primed and moisturized. Complete fail on my part. Skipping primer on the first side of my face. I don't know. I don't feel like this is the most effortless type of product. I feel like all the swiping that you have to do with this small little pad, it does take work, but you know what? I don't love this. I really, really don't. It's not making the areas around my nose look too good. Like, it wants to cling to the primer and nothing else. So if you don't have like an immaculate application of your primer, you're not gonna have a great application of this powder, in my opinion. Like, it's not even clinging to the other side of my nose. Can you guys see how bad that looks? Here's the thing. I think this is gonna look good under studio lights with perfectly primed skin, perfectly smooth skin, but this is a lot of work and I don't think it's gonna be great for dry skin. So I do have dry skin and this just doesn't wanna stick to my face at all. And I'm thinking maybe it just reacts differently on oily skin, but it's patchy where it shouldn't be patchy, and it can't just be because of the lack of primer. Like, that makes no sense to me. It's just not looking good. It's streaking right here, which is so weird. I don't think there's any saving this side of my face. Look what's happening under my eyes. The powder, like, breaks up under my eyes over here. What the heck? So taking a 4-3 Beauty wipe. There's one good thing about powder. I mean, you can see the coverage was halfway decent, but hopefully I don't completely ruin everything by doing this. Probably gonna get splotches where both sides of my face meet, but I'll do my best to fix this. Priming everywhere, priming the side of my nose, under my eye, cheeks, everything needs to be primed. Honestly, this has been quite the journey. So this is not the best for me personally, but I am gonna go ahead and just finish the rest of my face, and I will come back and wrap up this video. Sorry if I disappointed you guys. I just don't think I had the majestic results that everybody was having on TikTok. So let me finish my face with powder products and we'll see how it comes together with makeup over top. Before I end this video, I needed to give you guys the update after wearing this foundation. So I wore this for a few hours and I wore it to the gym. This was the end result after wearing this foundation in public. It was one of the worst I've ever tried and it broke up so severely. I really do not recommend this to anyone, but if you are purchasing it or you already did, I only recommend it as a finishing powder, not as a foundation by itself, because this is what I ended up with. So I hate to be the one. I don't know if anybody else has had a difficult time with this product, but this is a hard pass for me. I was doing my makeup off camera. I did my bronzer and blush, and the one positive is that it's a powder, so powders blend nice with powder. This would be a product that I would dust over a full coverage foundation to get that nice poreless effect, but I definitely don't think that this is going to replace any foundation in my collection with my dry skin and like baby peach fuzz and stuff like that. Like, it clings to the peach fuzz. It does make me look really dry. It's very, very patchy on this side of my face. Very patchy. If you have any milia underneath your eyes and you do use the powder underneath your eyes, it's going to cling to the milia. I probably should have known better with powder not being my favorite form of makeup for foundation that this wasn't going to be my fave, but I do feel kind of guilty being like the one person who doesn't like this product. But for a foundation, I don't like it. I don't think I would recommend it for people with dry skin like me. I can definitely see where people with oily skin or who heavily moisturize before applying it might like it, or if you have a lot of experience with powder foundation, you might like it a lot. For me, I'm like a newbie to powder foundation and I've never really been able to make it work for me. It's never made my skin look better. So this is no exception. It doesn't make my skin look better. It does make your pores look smaller. That's the only thing that I can say. The areas with the pores that it didn't skip over, it does make them look flawless. Like over here, the pore area doesn't look too bad, but I do have that peach fuzz that it did decide to cling to. It covered my pimple really nicely over here. It doesn't look nice around the crease of my nose. It doesn't look nice under my eye. This whole side is a shit show because I had to take it off, reprime, and reapply it, so I can't even really judge it on this side. But on the good side alone, I still don't like the coverage that much. And with all the effort it did take to blend out with that little sponge, I definitely wouldn't use that little sponge again. I guess if you get one lesson out of this video, it's that every viral product is not gonna work for every single person. As much as I wanted it to, believe me, I wanted it to. It's the whole reason I hopped on camera today. I wanted to love it so bad, but unfortunately, it didn't work for me. So I think that's all that I have to say today about this powder. It is rare that I have a negative review on my channel, so it always kind of rubs me the wrong way, but maybe I could save you some money if you guys are in the dry skin boat with me. So that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed watching, then please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Let me know what you want to see from me down below, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.